I am Trill Wheel LDBC and nothing. Welcome to my live stream. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. That's the Lions Den Boxing community. If you don't know now, you know. Um, I am currently on a quest. Oopsies. Hold on, y'all. The thing acting a fool today. I am currently on a quest to get to 5,000 subscribers. If you can, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon, and I want y'all to share this video. I'll try to refrain from cursing people out today because I got a lot of information to share. Joe Townsend, what's up, Brody? Also, donate to the channel. Your donations help a lot. Share this video. Please share this video. What's up, Mahari? Y'all did an amazing job this morning on the General's Live. That was dope. That was a great basketball conversation. Wasn't nobody belittling anybody. Everybody was sharing their points and thoughts of the eras of basketball. Fortunately, I got to live through the Jordan era, the Jordan era, the LeBron era, the Kobe era, and I think all three of those kings are dope. And I love Kareem Abdul-Jabbar too. But anyways, to my live stream, shall we? Everything about the Trump administration, the Trump president. Have you guys ever heard of the triangle? If you haven't heard of the triangle, I'm about to explain what the triangle is. The triangle is three countries. The Northern Triangle, it's El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala. Keep those three countries in mind. El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala. There's a reason I want y'all to remember those three countries. Back in 2018, Donald Trump's administration cut funding to Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. The reason why those three countries are so important is because a majority of the migration, the immigration, y'all know the immigration problem that Nas be on Twitter talking about, how Trump has been running around the country complaining about migrants and migrant crime, making up stuff, and just making up stuff about immigrants whatsoever. Donald Trump cut funding that was keeping migration from those three countries pretty much at a low level. That's the reason why people will get on here and say Donald Trump has, matter of fact, I gotta pull up the article too. Let me just show the article too. Yep, there you go. Donald Trump, right there with Marco Rubio, they cut funding. Here. And those three countries were the three countries that Vice President Kamala Harris was tasked to try to make things better, to curtail migration coming from those three countries. Donald Trump cut funding to them. Him and Mike Pompeo. Shaquila, what's up, Queen? What's up, DS3? Carpe Diem, what's up, fam? This is something that nobody really is talking about. I heard a young man on TikTok this morning. He was talking about it, so I went and researched it. And I went and found out fiscal year 2018 for the foreign assistance programs for the Northern Triangle, Mike Pompeo, they cut funding to those three countries. Trump told reporters that I've ended payments to Guatemala, to Honduras, and to El Salvador. No money goes there anymore. Why do you say that, Will? Why do you say that? Because every time I looked up and did a live stream, I have somebody come in here talking about immigration, talking about the immigration problem, the migrant problem. Right now, I'm waiting on Kamala Harris to give a closing argument speech at the Ellipse, the same place where coached his hillbilly supporters to go and storm the Capitol on January 6th. I'm waiting on that, and we're going to watch that together. And I'll give my remarks as she's giving her speech. But again, Donald Trump, Anthony Bolton, what's up, man? Pinwheel Music, that's a good thing. Shouldn't be sending American tax dollars to those three countries. That's what he's saying. The Mitchell Show, salute to you. Well, it's a good thing y'all asked why. Why would we be sending money to those three countries? Then why are y'all complaining about migration problems? Why are y'all complaining about migration problems? As a matter of fact, the money that they were sending over there, the aid, it wasn't really money, it was aid that they were sending to those countries, was curtailing immigration here in our country. What's up with it, Shelton? See, what y'all fail to realize, is that we send more money, we waste more money with military spending. Because military spending is over half the budget every fiscal year. Spending the tune of $787 billion on our military. Most of that goes to research and development, finding new weapons and all that good stuff. Teach, what's up, fam? No, I haven't seen them yet. Derek, I'm with you. Shut up, Mako. Anyways, it's good y'all asking, why are we sending our money over to Honduras? Y'all are still complaining about migration and immigrant problems right now. Let's see who she's singing. So, there are thousands of people right now in the Ellipse. Right now. But anyways, we waste more money with military spending. Also, you have the elite, the top 10% of the country, hoarding all their wealth. The corporations hoarding all the wealth. The only significant thing Donald Trump did his whole presidency was pass the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, which awarded tax breaks and subsidies to corporations, businesses, and multimillionaires and billionaires so they can write off taxes, buy back stocks, dividends, and fire workers like AT&T did. AT&T, after they got their stock buybacks and had one of their most profitable years in current history, fired 40,000 people. 40,000 people. Stock buybacks. They bought back they bought back all their stocks and bonds and all that stuff. They did not put any of that money into their employees. They fired them. They fired them. Chris, you know why there's a problem with illegal aliens in this country? Ask Trump. And I went back, the more you dig, the more you research. The more you dig, the more you research, the more you'll find out how much bull crap Donald Trump actually did while he was in office. I'll give you an example, Chris, and I'm glad you said that. Alicia, shut up. I'll give you an example. Donald Trump at the Hurricane Maria. You know, the comedian at the Trump Klan rally had made a joke or alleged joke about Puerto Rico being a floating pile of trash and the whole nine. Donald Trump denied them funding. Then the Trump administration blocked the investigation into finding out why they blocked funding to Puerto Rico. See, before the hurricane, there was already facing an environmental crisis in Puerto Rico already. And you know who was supposed to clean up that environmental danger that they had down in Puerto Rico? The land of American citizens. The EPA that Trump cut regulations at. The more you dig, the more BS Donald Trump did while president. The more you dig, the more you will see Donald Trump was nothing but a farce that rode in on an already good and stable economy. He took credit for it. He took credit for job growth. He took credit for the economy. He took credit for the GDP growth. He took credit for the trade growth. He took credit for all that and came in and did like he does everything that he touches, turns it into trash. Detroit, what's up, family? Everything about Donald Trump is a lie. Everything about his presidency was a lie. We have an immigration problem because of Trump. We have an immigration problem. I'm going to say that again. We have an immigration problem because of Trump. Yes, Chris. The reason why, because Donald Trump happened again. They had put in place a border bill that would have put more asylum judges, that would have put more judges to hear cases so that more immigrants that live here that are seeking their citizenship could get there faster. They were going to hire more agents down at the border. They were going to hire more DEA and CIA agents down at the border. They were going to hire more FBI agents and Homeland Security. They were going to do all that. It was $118 billion in that bill to help the immigrants here in this country. See, the immigration wasn't a real problem. It was a problem, but it wasn't as big of a problem as it is now before Trump got in office. See, when Trump came to the triangle, if you look at the fiscal budget of the United States, it's mere pennies compared to what we spend on military spending, and we waste money on aircrafts that don't fly, on guns that don't shoot. That's the reason why I'm wearing my United States Marine Corps t-shirt, because I'm a veteran and I know this shit. There's a lot of weaponry that we don't use that's wasted money, millions and millions of dollars. Hey, Dorm, shut up. How about that? Y'all keep talking about turn off CNN. Turn off CNN. I tell you what, Dorm, go and look up Donald Trump cuts funding to the Northern Triangle and then come back and talk to me. If you can't prove what I'm saying wrong, shut up. That's easy. If you can't turn off Fox News for 2 seconds and do your own research and come in here and talk to me like a responsible adult, then shut up talking to me. Again, I don't watch CNN. CNN is a bunch of hacks. I don't watch none of these places. I go to the source. I went and looked up the HR number. I went and looked and seen where Mike Pompeo and them cut funding to the Northern Triangle in 2018. I seen it. Donald Trump he cut funding down there because y'all know he knew what was going to happen. If we were helping those people curtail migration over to the United States by assisting them and helping their failing economy, because the United States has pillaged every country we step foot in. El Salvador, Guatemala, Venezuela. Yeah. The least we could do is send some aid down there. Dirt Game Boss, what's up, family? These people who say stuff like, why are we sending our money down there to help them, are stupid. And they don't know how the economy works. They don't. Yes, Chris, I agree with that. We need to secure our borders. But Trump made them unstabilized. Trump unstabilized our borders with his hate rhetoric, with cutting funding to these countries that we was helping in aid. Trump did that. You know, like he don't pay the people that works for him, that does contractor work for him. You know that? Same Trump. Obama and Busy and Clinton did. Who are you talking about? Bush? You meant to say Bush, Obama, Bush, and Clinton did? Y'all say Kamala Harris was the border czar. She was never the border czar. She was in charge of fixing what Trump yet again screwed up. How do y'all fix a problem when Republicans are cutting every pathway to fixing said problem? How do you do that? How? How do y'all do? How do you Republican talking heads come in here talking about, oh, we need to secure our border, when the Republicans ain't doing nothing about it at all? They're not doing anything about it at all. They don't care. They like to make problems and blame people for them making problems. The funding, the direct assistance going to the Northern Triangle was curtailing migration. Yep. Big donors need immigration because they need cheap labor. So how do you make yourself look patriotic without shipping your business to Mexico or overseas for cheaper labor? I don't know. You talk to the president that you done donated millions of dollars to, and you sneak in a quid pro quo, and you tell him, hey, I need some immigrants. I need some work. I need some houses put up. I need some highways built. I need this built for my contractors. I need to make some more money for my contractors. Mitchell, immigration was out of control at the end of Trump's presidency. Remember that. So how was they supposed to stop it? Especially when you got Republicans that have the majority cutting off bills. And then you had the Senate, which was Republican controlled when Joe Biden first took the White House. They had seniority. Mitch McConnell cut bills, cut funding. What's up with it, Stay Smart? E-static with the stats in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Diane, slavery is still very much alive in this country. It is. Let's see what they're doing here. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all watch this. Turn the volume down a little bit low. This is Kamala Harris's speech at the Ellipse. And I want you guys, I want y'all to think about something. The economy was a farce because Donald Trump skated in on Barack Obama's already booming economy and took credit for it. And then screwed it up by passing his wealthy buddies and corporation friends and lobbyists a tax bill in 2017 with Paul Ryan, the Tax Cut and Jobs Act of 2017, and handed these people billions of dollars in tax incentives while we struggle. So that for them to then turn around and fire workers and price gouge the crap out of us. D Block, what's up with it, family? Everything about Donald Trump was a scam. Everything about, the more research you do, the more you start looking up stuff, the more you'll then realize that Donald Trump's whole presidency was a scam. Donald Trump showed you who he was. All you have to do is look at his court filings. Look at all the people who sued him. Look at all the people who said that they did work for him and he did not pay them, and they ended up having to sue him, and they ran out of money, so they couldn't sue anymore. Because lawyers cost money. Donald Trump, in his whole presidency, was a scam. All his black initiatives that he claimed he did for black people, the First Step Act, it was nothing more but a carbon copy of the act that Barack Obama already had enacted. And then he had Bill Barr, his attorney general, rescind it, even though it was passed into law. He still had it rescinded. Yeah, that is funny. Pleasant gift. That's funny. That is funny, because that's what these Trump supporters, they'll come into my chat and they'll say this all day, every day. Donald Trump did so much for black people. Donald Trump will go on TV and say he did more for blacks than Abraham Lincoln and all kinds of other goofy stuff. They'll come in here and say all kinds of goofiness and lies and all kinds of other stuff, and they will claim that Donald Trump did so much for everybody when he did nothing more but to support his cronies and himself, give his kids all kinds of ways of grifting money while working in government positions they weren't qualified for, and stoke hate and division in this country. What did Kamala do? She didn't have to do nothing. She's not the president. I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit of, I'm turning up a little bit. I hope I don't get no strike for this. So I'm letting y'all listen to the Kamala Harris rally live in Washington, D.C. at the Ellipse, where Donald Trump staged a coup. And she's doing her closing remarks today, and I want to hear it. Anyways, Donald Trump grifted his way. Y'all tell me this. If Donald Trump does so much for the American people, how did he end up walking out of the White House with $1.3 billion? Because he never divested from his businesses. Everybody that he brought to this country, like dignitaries from other countries, he made them stay at his raggedy, cheap-ass hotels. Elizabeth, you're goofy and stupid. Elizabeth, what's the constitutional duties of a vice president? Kevin Barber, that is a great question. If you're a Trump supporter, why are you here? Let's finally turn the page on Donald Trump. Yes, Diane, he made the Secret Service pay to stay at his raggedy hotels. Every time he stopped traffic, he didn't pay the police officers. But the police officers had to work off their local taxpayers' dime. Donald Trump is nothing more but a scam artist. He's been a scam artist since he been an adult. This man has been a scam artist forever. Jim Cornette. No, they look like Jim Cornette, Lord. Oh, that's Brian Sicknick's brother. My bad. Brian Sicknick, who died as a result of this insurrection by Donald Trump. Go ahead and talk, King.
Brian died after defending our country on January 6th from Trump's insurrectionists. My family knows how
I'm gonna let y'all hear this.
He incited the crowd to riot while my brother and his fellow officers put their lives at risk. Now,
Trump TDS is basically some made up bullshit y'all done came up with out y'all ass. Cause y'all think somebody is deranged because Trump is a dumbass. And you're stupid for supporting him. I try not to cuss. I can't help it, but Trump supporters are so stupid.
And Kamala Harris is that leader. We miss you every day.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta change my what you call it. That's why it keeps going in and out.
Hello, my name is Jenny Kuhn.
I'll let them keep talking and stuff, and then I'll turn back around when Kamala Harris takes the stage. It's mind-blowing that people think Donald Trump did so much good for America when Donald Trump made us the laughingstock of the world, when Donald Trump lied and scammed his way into the presidency with the help of Russia anyway. And you know as well as I know, if the FBI, if Comey had not came out with that BS announcement saying that they were reopening the investigation to that email scandal bullcrap, when Donald Trump and Ivanka both had personal servers with information on it as well, and nobody even breathes a word about it. If it had not been for that, Hillary Clinton would have been president of the United States. That turned the whole tide of the race right there. In 1 week's time. In 1 week's time, that turned the tide for the election. D-Block, that's my point exactly, bro. I don't understand how anybody thought Donald Trump was a great president. His whole presidency was nothing but chaos. All the way up to, like people complain about the price of groceries. People complain about the price of gas and all that. This is a result of everything Donald Trump did or so-called negotiated. He didn't negotiate nothing. All he did was negotiate bad deals. The Taliban, Iran, the Paris Climate Agreement, all that stuff. Everything he touched turns to trash. Donald Trump is a garbage human being. He's a trash president. He was the worst president in my lifetime. The absolute worst, followed by George Bush. Look at this. Cinco, the bad guy, thinks he's smart. Well, Cinco, the bad guy, I dare you challenge me. Because you can't. Fish and Grit, salute to you. Challenge me, Cinco, the bad guy. Because you can't. Because you're bottom. You're at the very bottom. You guys are in the trash, the sewer. Y'all are sewage. Y'all don't care about America. Y'all don't care about nothing. All y'all care about is Donald Trump allows y'all to hate openly and use your stupidity as a shield. You're a bunch of fake Christians. You don't believe in nothing Jesus taught. Y'all a bunch of hate mongers who gaslight people and claim Donald Trump done so much. I just proved to you that Donald Trump, the stuff that Donald Trump did resulted in an increase in immigration in this country, prices going up because of his fumbling of the pandemic, the loss of jobs because of the fumbling of the pandemic, the amount of lies and scandals that came out of the Trump administration, the amount of people who were arrested as a result of the Russia investigation that they claimed was a witch hunt? But he caught a whole lot of witches, didn't he? A whole lot of indictments rolled down there, didn't he? Then Donald Trump, the creme de la creme, the coup de grace of all of this, is Donald Trump then staged a failed, goofy coup. And right now, at this very moment, they're planning another one. Him and Mike Johnson they think that the Republicans are going to win a majority in the House again so that they can illegally turn over the votes and not certify the election and then forcibly put Donald Trump in power. That's what they're trying to do. That's what Trump is betting on. That's why he knows he's losing in the polls. And again, I tell y'all, do not trust what you see on TV. Y'all go on TV watching CNN and all these channels saying, oh, this is a tight race. This is a tight race. This is so tight. It's so close. You can cut it with a butter knife. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. If it was that tight, if it was that close, with Donald Trump and matter of fact, I got one more thing. Let me pause for a second. Let me pause for a second. Let me pause for a second. Let me pause for a good old second real quick. Let me pause. Let me pause for a second. Let me pause for a second. Let me pause. Y'all know who this guy is? I'll tell you who this guy is. It's a Republican. A MAGA turd who set fire to ballots in 2 states. He's only 35 years old and looks that old. He looks like a maggot to me. How much money you asking for in this chat? Ain't nobody asked for nothing. Goofball Elizabeth. Somebody block Elizabeth. Get her on up out of here. Not Elizabeth Hunt, the plain Elizabeth. Matter of fact, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I'll show you how much I'm asking. I'm asking blocked. How about that? I'm asking blocked. Now, back to what I was talking about. This dude's 35 years old. Setting fires to ballot boxes. They're trying everything under the sun to steal an election. Everything under the sun to steal an election. You've been reported for false info. Prove it. Prove it, Steve H. Prove it. Everything I shared, I correlated with articles. Goofball. I reported it for false information. Sure. Sure, buddy. Sure. 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 I'm sharing misinformation. Cool. Cool. You're mad. You're mad. Sasha B says Kamala is a joke. Vote for a third party. No one had our best interests at heart. And voting a third party is going to do what, Sasha? Voting third party is wasting your vote. It ain't going to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Voting third party is for nothing. It's a waste of a vote. What is Jill Stein going to do besides steal money? Come out every 4 years like Jeepers Creepers. Oh, I promise black people reparations. I promise you black reparations. I like black issues. And come out with some buck dancing coon as a vice president. I'm not going back. Not for you. Not for Jill Stein. Not for the bootlick she got beside him. None of that. I'm not going back. I already voted anyway, so I don't even know why I'm even arguing with you. Yes, Yoel. Trump is a trust fund baby. Y'all over here thinking, vote third party, vote third party. Vote third party for what? To waste your vote? They ain't going to the White House. They ain't going to make it nowhere near the White House. At all. The Electoral College ain't going to let it happen. It's not going down. I don't know why y'all think this. Man, vote third party. Vote Cornel West. He ain't gonna make it. You're gonna vote for a Russian puppet, peddling misinformation just like Republicans, the MAGAs, the QAnon dumbasses. That's what y'all want to do. Waste your vote. Pleasant, tell them again. Tell them again. Trump has something very special for you in Project 2025. They don't read nothing, though. They don't research. All they do is regurgitate lies Donald Trump done told them in their face. That's all. That whole Klan meeting they had in Madison Square Garden was a whole Nazi fest. They're trying to dismiss what that goofball, failed ass wash comedian from Kill Tony, that fucking douchebag. They trying to dismiss what he said. Oh, we didn't know he was gonna say that. We're offended. When y'all ain't gonna talk about the raggedy other ones that was at the rally, calling Kamala Harris all kinds of bitches and all that other shit. Oh, but Mitch McConnell had his panties in a bunch, and that turtle that crawled out of his shell to get mad because Kamala Harris called Donald Trump a fucking fascist, which is what he is. He's a fascist. A fascist. He wants to be Mussolini. He wants to be Hitler. That's who Trump aspires to be. 1939 Nazi party, Madison Square Garden 2.0. That was the whole Trump. They had racist ass Hulk Hogan who couldn't even rip his shirt off, looking stupid. Donald Trump doing his stupid gay dance, looking like he's jerking off a stupid as hell. And they were over there, go Trump, go, he's dancing, looking stupid as hell. Yeah, that's without them steroids. D-Block, that's without them steroids, bro. That's without them steroids. That's without them steroids. Madison don't make it racist. No, the people that were in the building make it racist. That's who make it racist. And they had a whole bunch of racist shit to say, like Dr. Phil. Let me tell y'all about Dr. Phil. The only reason why y'all know Dr. Phil, and guess what? Dr. Phil ain't a real doctor. Just so y'all know. He hadn't been allowed to practice in over 20 years. Oops. What happens when you do research? This man ain't a licensed therapist. He's a gimmicky game show host like fucking Jerry Springer. He's no therapist. He's no licensed therapist. He's not licensed to practice anywhere in the United States. Bet me money on it. He got up on stage talking about, man, see, America was built on merit, not DEI. Look at this idiot. Bye, bruh. Get your ass on. We'll see you. My block button is as efficient as hell. My block button skills are, sin quid none. Pow! Get you on up out of here. We'll see you later. That block button is a work of art, I tell you, boy. If I don't want to listen to none of these goofy, dumbass Trump tards, I can just hit a button and poof, you disappear just that fast. I feel like Thanos. I should have me a gauntlet made with all the block. Get you up out of here. Bing! Out of here. You slow, bro. Damn, let me show y'all how it work again. Abracadabra. Get him up out of here. See, that block button is, hey, that's something serious. I don't have to listen to you goofballs. That's the privilege of having rights. I don't have to listen to y'all. Because you can't handle a conversation with people who think that. No, I can't handle a conversation with people who are stupid, who are lazy, who won't do research. When I'm showing you articles and I'm showing you actual bills that passed on the floor in the Senate and the House, I'm showing you actual information you can look at yourself and you will still refute it like I'm lying. If it wasn't for Oprah Winfrey, we wouldn't know who Dr. Phil was. We wouldn't know who this clown was at all. Hey, Doug, I'm going to show you a magic trick, homie. Let me show you a magic trick, big dog. Poof. Be gone. Look how fast that thing works. That thing sharp, boy. I'm cold, boy. Thanos slap. Get your ass out of here. We'll see you. I'll see you. I can't hear things I don't like. You can't see anything clearly. Look, Mike, guess what? Guess what, Mike? Poof. Be gone. Bye. Don't let the door hit you, bud. Where the good Lord split you. How you doing? That's some crazy work right there. Y'all coming here just to get blocked. God bless you real good. We done for if we allow a woman to become president. Turtle hustling. Please tell me how we done for, sir. We done for if we let a fascist become president in a country where people fought and died to keep us from being a fascist country. Now tell me again, a United States Marine Corps veteran. Tell me again how we done for, big dog. I dare you. Trump not a fascist though. He is. As if you care if you block us. So let's see how much you care. All right? Bada bing. Hold on, I gotta get you up out of here. Hold on, dog. Hold on, my bad, baby. My bad. Booyah! Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here. And get him up out of here. And get him up out of here. And get him up out of here. Oh, just get him up. Get him up out of here. Get up out of here. You are so engulfed by hate, it's insane. You're right. I am. I hate stupid people. I hate racist. I hate fascist. I hate xenophobes. I hate misogynists. You're right. I'm so engulfed with hate. I hate everything that makes this world a bad place to live. I especially hate racist. You don't got to feel bad for me. You don't. You ain't got to feel bad for me at all. I live pretty good. I'm going to sleep very well tonight. I'm going to sleep in that big-ass king-side bed that's right behind me. I'm going to sleep very comfortable right next to my fine-ass wife. I'm going to sleep pretty damn good tonight. Right next to my fine-ass wife. I cannot wait till this is over with. I can't wait. I can't wait till this is over with. Because I want to see y'all cry. Give an example of a fascist leader. Hitler. Mussolini. Fascist. Putin. Fascist. Kim Jong-un. Fascist. Xi Jinping. Fascist. You need me to keep going? Because obviously you don't do your research and you don't know what a fascist is. You don't know what a dictator is. Generic answers with nothing to back it up. Sure I don't. I have a whole history book to back it up, dumbass. Buzzwords, that's all. All right, sure, buddy. I'm gonna take precedence from people who are MAGA supporters who don't read, who are poorly educated, who don't do no research whatsoever. None. Nothing. attacking the media, saying that you're going to send Liz Cheney to a military tribunal, shitting on a general in the Marine Corps of all places. That don't make you a fascist? Mass deportation and concentration camps don't make you a fascist? Using words like the enemy from within ain't fascist talk? Lucky Lib, salute to you. David Arndt said, you are all those things you just said. Hold on. I don't read what he said. You are all... Hey, what did he say? You are all those things you just said. You don't need a platform to spread your hate. You should just give your life to Christ. Shut up. You don't even believe that shit you just wrote. Y'all are fucking hypocrites. Y'all are reprobate sinners. Y'all just sin willfully. Y'all don't even care about it either. Y'all don't care. You come over here trying to talk down to me like I'm supposed to, oh my God, I feel so ashamed to end this live right now. Oh God. Some random troll on the internet told me he gave me a good talking to, buddy. Y'all worship a false scam-ass God, and you have the audacity to come and tell me to give my life to Christ. I bet you'll beat me to hell. Oops. Praising a man, it's like serving another God. You do know that, don't you? And the 10 Commandments, it said, thou shalt not worship any graven images, and thou shalt not have any other gods before me. That means anything that interrupts your relationship with the Almighty, that's a god. Your wife could be a god. Money can be a god. Work can be a god. A person can be a god. Anything that interrupts your relationship with that man, with the Almighty, is a god. But you Trump supporters are too stupid to realize that because y'all worship that orange turd. Y'all don't know no better. So y'all come in here trying to wag your finger and slap on a Bible you ain't never read anyway, and try to come in here and try to chastise somebody else and talk down to them and tell them what they need to do with their relationship with God when you don't have one yourself. And it shows in your action. You know how they try to defend themselves by saying, well, you're not supposed to judge anybody. The Bible says, judge not lest ye be judged. Where in Proverbs, mysteriously, it says you can also tell a tree by the fruit that it bears. And how do you tell a human tree what type of fruit they're bearing? I don't know. By action, by deed, by word of mouth. Because such is in a man's heart shall flow from his mouth. Or shall flow from his hands. You know how y'all be punching people and shit, burning ballot boxes, trying to steal an election, lying all the time, worshiping a lying piece of shit scumbag who scammed everybody and they mama. You know, that stuff. Y'all come in here trying to be all superficially Christian and all that. That's why there's a separation of church and state. There's no place for religion in government duties. There's a reason behind that. Because you get people like y'all who are like old slave masters who like to bend and curtail scripture to bend to your narratives. And your narratives are full of hate. See, the most important thing that Jesus taught while he was on earth was to love thy neighbor. Do y'all love y'all neighbor? Nope, you don't. You hate immigrants. You hate black people. You hate Jews. You hate motherfucking, you hate trans people. You hate gay people. You hate straight people. You hate anybody that don't think like you. That's why y'all do the stuff that y'all do. Look at Michaela came in here. What a lie. What a lie. See, you're an example of what I just said. Not now lie was told, but here you go, trying to be combative. There you go. Y'all show us every day who y'all are. Y'all not real Christians. Y'all don't believe in the Bible. Y'all don't believe that Jesus died and rose for us. You don't believe that. The Bible says do this to the least of these. Not mass deport them. Oops. Sorry, I got y'all again. You're not going to win this battle. I know the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Scripture for scripture, we can go. You will lose and you'll look stupid. Because y'all are good at looking stupid. Trump done made y'all lose all credibility whatsoever. You don't have no credibility. You can't tell nobody what they can and can't do, what's right, what's wrong, because you have no moral compass. How can y'all come in here and chastise anybody when you have no moral compass to tell nobody what they can and can't do and what's right and wrong is? Y'all don't even know what right and wrong is anymore. Y'all live in this world of make-believe and rainbows and unicorns and all kinds of cartoons, Smurfs and shit. Y'all are so lost in this Trump era that y'all lost all touch with humanity. Y'all don't even know how to be humans anymore. Y'all don't even know how to have compassion or grace or mercy or nothing. Y'all don't know how to show compassion for other people that are struggling. Y'all don't care. That's what pisses me off about you dumbasses, because y'all don't live up to none of that stuff that was preached in the Bible. None of it at all. I'll run circles around anybody. I don't care if it's Dunny Swaggart. I don't care if it's Greg Locke. I don't care if it's fat ass Mark Burns. I'll run circles around you with scripture and make you look like complete idiots because I do this for real. Am I the holiest thing in the book? No, I'm not. But I know who God is. I have compassion in my heart. I know how to treat people. I know how to love people. I know how to do to the least of these. I know how to love my neighbor, even though my neighbors are assholes. Look at Derek White. No, you don't. And you know me personally, don't you? Shut your dumb ass up. No, you don't. I know you personally. See, again, you judgmental, dumbass, piece of shit, hypocrite, wannabe Christians. Y'all come in here saying y'all goofy shit all the time. Y'all are fucking fraudulent. Y'all are false prophets. Y'all are Jezebels. You know what I wish sometimes? I wish we can go back to the olden days. Y'all remember the parable about the two who stole from the church and God told them to return back everything you stolen, and they lied. They only returned a little bit of it. And guess what happened to them? They dropped dead in the middle of the church. I wish all you blasphemous, fake wannabe Christians would come. I wish God Almighty was me. Let me be God for one day. I can't stand the fact that y'all use God as a shield for your hate. Y'all hate human beings because they're different from you. They share different ideas than you do. Y'all hate them. That's all Trump preaches is hate and division. That's all he's ever preached since he came his fat orange ass down that gold escalator to announce he was running for president. All he taught y'all was hate and division. He made y'all so bloodlusty, if that's a word. Y'all was so bloodlust with wanting to hate somebody so bad. And Donald Trump is easy work. Fake news. Who y'all attack? The news media. Fake news, fake news, fake news. Colin Kaepernick. Oh, he's unpatriotic. Oh, he's not American. He should lead this country. But Donald Trump tried to steal an election, and y'all don't call him un-American. Y'all are fucking hypocrites. Colin Kaepernick took a knee because Colin Kaepernick was tired of seeing what I'm tired of seeing. Police officers who sworn to protect people who look like us, look like me, shooting and killing us without impunity and getting away with it. And y'all call that man unpatriotic. But you didn't have a bitch ass thing to say when Donald Trump was told that his vice president's life in danger. And this bitch ass nigga said, what? So what? That's mighty patriotic for this piece of shit. You're not tired of your own. You need to talk to your own people, cave demon. Y'all kill each other too. It's a different situation with us. Y'all starved us. We ain't got no choice. Stole money from our communities, ran highways through our neighborhoods, burned down our successful towns and cities. You're going to lose this fight. Because you know them, right? You put us in this situation. We're surviving. We're not living. You are. There's a difference. Survival is way different than living, buddy. Your white privilege won't let you see that. Your privilege won't let you see our struggle because we're surviving. And no matter how much you stole from us, how much you beat us down, how much you stood on top of us to make sure we don't rise to the top, we still find a way to rise. And you hate us because we find a way every fucking time you try to put your foot on our necks. We rise every fucking time. What you hate to see, the real reason why y'all come in here all pompous and chest all out and y'all think, oh man, see man, another angry black guy. Y'all always angry. You're a victim. Yeah, we're a victim of you. Who's the culprit that keeps assaulting us? You. Every time. Were they just victims in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Or were they just victims in Elaine, Arkansas? Were they victims in Buffalo, New York? Or were they victims in Charleston, South Carolina, where the Charleston 9 was murdered after praying for a white supremacist? It's funny that the Hebrew Israelites are marked as a terrorist organization, but the Klan still ain't, even though the Klan actually murdered people. Yeah. Talk about justice for all, huh? Fuck y'all. Y'all come in here all pumped and sanctimonious, trying to talk to somebody. Oh, you're angry. You damn right I am. I am tired of these mediocre, fucking no substance having ass, mediocre, white privilege filled fucking rich pieces of shit who earn their money from stealing it. Walking up trying to tell me that I need to pull myself up by my bootstraps. Fuck you. I had to work 10 times as hard to get to where I am, where you just got by because your daddy knew somebody. Fuck you. The only reason why Donald Trump got any money in his pocket is because of his stinking ass racist daddy. His whole life is a lie. I had to talk like y'all. His whole life is a lie. Donald Trump's life is a lie. Everything about it is a fucking lie. That man's been coddled since birth. His daddy and them had money all the way up until he became out and got grown, paid his way into Fordham College where he flunked out, paid his way into fucking Wharton College and he flunked there. Stupid motherfucker got by because his daddy had money. And y'all talking about DEI, the reason why we can't go to school. DEI. No, it's legacy admissions. That's the reason why you can't go to school. Because somebody's daddy or mama had a lot of money. And they went to that school. So that little son who's stupid as fuck like Donald Trump was, gets to get in over you, who is overly qualified. Much like the workforce. Y'all talk about DEI all day long. Man, DEI. Man, I'm just finna rant. Man, DEI bad, man. Diversity, equity, and inclusion ain't never hurt nobody but white people who are racist and mediocre. Let's start there. There's a reason why Donald Trump wants to remove the Department of Education, because he want to keep y'all just as stupid as y'all are. Because if you mix stupidity and racism together, that's a dangerous cocktail. That's a Molotov cocktail waiting to blow some shit up. Because you're fucking stupid and you're filled with hate. But y'all got the nerve to come and tell a black combat veteran that I'm angry about something. You fucking right I am. Look at how they treating Kamala Harris. And look at how they treating Trump. This raggedy, racist piece of shit can go by lagging along with his low energy motherfucking rallies, Klan rallies, where people are leaving in the middle of his raggedy ass speeches. They don't say nothing about his cognitive decline at all, as much as they talked about Joe Biden. Did everybody know Joe Biden was old? Fucking right, we knew he was old. The man is 81 years old. Donald Trump is 3 years younger than Joe Biden. What the fuck y'all think Donald Trump is? He's old too. He's the oldest candidate running for president in the history of America. The oldest man. This old racist piece of shit is stuck in his ways. You can't teach that old piece of shit new tricks. He's not going to change. He ain't going to wake up one day and become a decent human being. Newsflash. He's a piece of shit. One thing I'm thankful for is people have a button in their head, and I think it's God, that tells them, okay, you've had enough of this. It's time for you to wake up. Look at how you're treating your neighbors. Look at how you're treating people that think differently from you. See, I'm not like you Trump supporters. I'm not like none of y'all. I'm not like y'all. No way, no how. I'm not like any of y'all. I love too hard. That's why I'm angry. It's a shame that I have to love people who hate so many people. It's a shame that I have to love and have compassion for a whole bunch of fucking dumbasses. Y'all blame everything on immigrants. Y'all blame everything on everybody else but the source. Some rich, pompous asshole stealing money from all of us. For a motherfucker to sit there on stage and let a Peckerwood get his dirty, musty ass on stage and call Puerto Rico a floating pile of garbage, when it's been neglected by Donald Trump and his raggedy ass administration. He let them go 187 days without power. And over 4,000 people died because he didn't give a fuck. And you're telling me that this piece of racist shit is worthy of being fucking president, the highest office in the world? Yep. Yoel, you're right. Lyndon B. Johnson had a wonderful statement that I keep repeating every time I get a chance to. If you can convince the lowest white man that he is better than the most prestigious black man, he won't even notice you're picking his pockets. Hell, give him somebody to look down on, and he'll give everything in his pockets to you. And that's exactly what Trump is doing. Most of these Trump supporters, I would say about 85% of Trump supporters, MAGAs, live in trailers, get Social Security or welfare, poorly educated, missing a few teeth, family tree look like a reef. They all got one thing in common. Donald Trump let them openly hate and be stupid. And he coddles them in their hate. That's why they're hell-bent. They're locked in. There's no change in their minds. The 15% are the business owners and people who are profiting off of Donald Trump's policies because they help rich people. But some of them have a line they won't cross. You notice it in this election. And I have another question to ask y'all. Y'all think that this race is close with all the Republicans that are now voting Democrat? All these youth and young people, all these young women in this country who've been told no, they don't have autonomy over their bodies. All these other women who's been told no, they don't have autonomy over their bodies. To all the people of color the black people in this country. That y'all killed affirmative action because y'all thought it was going to hurt black people. Because y'all thought affirmative action benefited just black people. Newsflash, it didn't. Nothing changed after you ended affirmative action. But with every other race that was coddled into that fucking bill, you know, the Asians, I just proved to you in this live stream, Donald Trump is the reason why immigration is as high as it is now. Because he cut funding to the Northern Triangle. El Salvador, Venezuela, Guatemala. With no plan. Joe Biden at least tried to get in front of it by sending Kamala Harris down there. She went down there 3 times. There's a reason why it didn't work. You cut off funding to those people, which is aid and supplies and stuff to already an impoverished nation. They're poor. We're the richest nation in the world. Why wouldn't we help somebody else? We're a nation of immigrants. But to have people come in here and tell, why should we spend our money over there? You don't complain when those fucking billionaires getting all these subsidies and stealing money from you. You don't care. You don't care if they price gouging us right now. You don't care. You have no moral compass. Shit, that's exactly what I said. They thought affirmative action was only going to affect black people. Because, you know, a racist country that was built on racism. Racism is going to racism in America. That's one thing you can count on. Racism in America. Anytime you can have somebody like Dunny Swaggart get on a pulpit and tell black people that they're the problem for supporting Kamala Harris when you got no problem supporting a 34-time convicted felon, an adjudicated rapist, a dude with multiple sexual assault claims against him, cheated on every fucking wife he got, slept with a porn star, lied about it, paid her to shut up, used campaign finances and lied about it and got caught up and got 34 felonies on his ass. And got a host of felonies for trying to overthrow the country. And then you get on a pulpit trying to tell me that Kamala Harris is a witch and she stands for everything that the devil stands for. I got some crack for you to smoke. Because Dunny Swaggart was high as shit on that fucking podium. But he don't want to talk about his daddy getting caught up with them prostitutes now, do we? Everybody knows about good old Jimmy Swaggart. I do. Because guess who used to listen to Jimmy Swaggart? I did. Because my dad used to listen to him. Him and Tony Evans. In touch. Look at this dude, can't even spell. Bandit Brent. Thanos snap. We'll see you. Boy, it's crazy. It's crazy. Can y'all name any other human in America right now that could run for president with 34 felonies over their head and 55 other felonies that's waiting in the wings? Name one. Especially a black man. What if Obama did what Trump did? What if Obama's presidency was everything that Trump did? Y'all want to know something funny? Now that I think about it, and y'all, this is going to blow y'all mind when I say this. Do y'all remember when Dave Chappelle did a skit as Black Bush? He was actually doing Black Trump. Oops. I'm gonna run that by y'all for the ones sitting in the back that didn't listen too well. Y'all remember when Dave Chappelle did the skit of Black Bush? He was actually doing a skit for Black Donald Trump. Donald Trump did practically everything Dave Chappelle did in that skit. Everything. King Jones, holler if you hear me, big dog. To the ones in the back. You know what? Every stereotype that everybody was saying before Barack Obama got into office, and I remember it very well. Barack Obama ended up having an excellent vernacular. No scandals as president. No baby mamas popping out. No sexual assault cases. Nobody suing him for rape. None of that shit. Didn't have none of his kids stealing money out the White House, getting $2 billion deals from MSB. Man, come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on, bro. come on, dog. Everything they said about that man was completely ass backwards. He had, man, even if he had the whole Tea Party, Mitch McConnell, and all these racist Republicans trying to curtail everything he tried to do in office, and he still rose above it with grace. That's a beautiful thing about being black. No matter how bad a racist tries their damnedest to tear us down, we find a way, like Maya Angelou said in her famous poem, and still we rise. That's why I voted for Kamala Harris. That's why I'm proud of my vote. Proud of it. Stand on it. I can tell you every reason why I voted for her. I guarantee you Trump supporters can't really tell you why they voted for Trump. It's just MAGA 2024. All right, Kamala Harris is coming up. I want y'all to see this. See the future president of this here United States of America. Come on here. Looking all presidential and stuff and things. Y'all smash the like button, man. Madam President. She out there looking all presidential and things and such and stuff. Radical North, they that's what they do. Every projection is a confession, homie. Yes, Yoel. Just her sheer presence feels more presidential. It feels way more presidential.
Good evening, America!
Talk to the peoples.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and thank you for taking the time.
This looks cinematic, dog. For real. They did their thing on this. Shout out to her production team and whoever did that. Yeah. I love the energy, man. It's just something about this energy, the hope that's behind this woman.
1 week from today, you will have the chance to make a decision that directly impacts your life.
I already made my decision, Madam President.
Family, and the future.
Me and my wife both
of
did.
this country we love. And it will probably
Trader Ty, what up,
be
though?
the most important vote you ever cast. And this
Yeah, Yoel.
is more than just a choice between two.
Yeah, see, I need to get Big Dog. I need to get her. I need her production team. Cause that camera is clear, boy.
Rooted in freedom for every American, or
Talk to the peoples.
like chaos and division.
Me too, Carpe Diem. I didn't leave till I knew my vote was counted.
Many of you watching have probably already cast your ballots.
I did. Amen. I did. Amen.
But I know many many others are still considering who to vote for, or whether you'll vote at all. So tonight, I will speak to everyone about the choice and the stakes in this election.
He blow this thing up. There's too much going on back there.
We know who Donald Trump is.
There you go, Madam President. Go and talk to him.
Who stood at this very spot nearly 4 years ago and sent an armed mob to the United States Capitol to overturn the will of the people in a free and fair election. An election that he knew he lost.
Facts.
Americans died as a result of that attack. 140 law enforcement officers were injured because of that attack. And while Donald Trump sat in the White House watching as the violence unfolded on television, he was told by his staff that the mob wanted to kill his own vice president.
Yes, talk, Queen.
And Donald Trump responded with 2 words. So what? America, that's who Donald Trump is. And that's who is asking you to give him another 4 years in the Oval Office. Not to focus on your problems, but to focus on his.
Yes,
and
talk.
Donald Trump has told us his priorities for a second term. He has an enemies list of people he intends to prosecute. He says that one of his highest priorities is to set free the violent extremists who assaulted those law enforcement officers on January 6th. Donald Trump intends to use the United States military against American citizens who simply disagree with him. People he calls, quote,
the enemy from within. Yes, sir.
America, this is not a candidate for president who is thinking about how to make your life better.
Yep, purple groovy.
This is someone
exactly.
Who is unstable, obsessed with revenge, consumed with grievance, and out for unchecked power.
Right, Carpe Diem. I agree with that.
A decade trying to keep the American people divided and afraid of each other. That is who he is. But America, I am here tonight to say that is not who we are.
Facts.
That is not who we are. That is not who we are. You see, what Donald Trump has never understood is that e pluribus unum, out of many, one, isn't just a phrase on a dollar bill. It is a living truth about the heart of our nation. Our democracy doesn't require us to agree on everything.
No, it doesn't.
In fact, we like good arguments from time to time. Just think of your own family, right?
Facts.
It's not the American way to not have disagreements. We don't shy away from robust debate. In fact, we like a good debate, don't we? We like a good debate.
Look at her taking shots. Pow, pow, pow. Donald Trump don't like a good debate because he got his ass whooped last time.
Does not make them the
E
enemy.
pluribus unum.
They are
Sin qui non. Second to none.
classmates, co-workers.
Marine Corps.
They are fellow Americans. And as Americans...
Don't she feel all presidential and shit? It feels so presidential. Lord Jesus.
America, for too long, we have been consumed with too much division, chaos, and mutual distrust.
Talk,
And
Queen.
it can be easy then to forget a simple truth. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way.
Yes.
It is time to stop pointing fingers.
Colin Powell.
Pointing fingers.
Condolingus rise.
Locking arms. It is time to turn
Beep.
the page.
Guess what?
On the drama and the conflict.
Goodbye.
The fear and division. It is time.
We ain't talking to you goofballs right now. We listen to the future president of the United States talking. Shut up. And you can't talk no more.
And I am ready to offer that leadership as the next president of the United States of America.
Doodle mine.
Now look, let me say.
Dude named Booty Demon. Yeah, you a fucking doodle mine.
Typical campaign. Even though I've had the honor of serving as your vice president for the last 4 years, I know that many of you are still getting to know who I am. Well, let me tell you, I am someone who has spent most of my career outside of Washington, D.C., so I know that not all the good ideas come from here. I am not afraid of tough fights against bad actors and powerful interests. Because for decades, as a prosecutor and a top law enforcement officer of our biggest state, I won fights against big banks that ripped off homeowners, against for-profit colleges that scammed veterans.
Tell the people who you is now.
Against predators who abused women and children, and cartels that trafficked in guns.
Hey, y'all notice she ain't got no dog fur sitting on top of her head. Her hair's laid this evening, ladies and gentlemen. She ain't got dog fur on her head. You ain't got to see dog fur in orange paint. Lord Jesus.
There's something about people being treated unfairly or overlooked that frankly just gets to me. I don't like it. It's what my mother instilled in me. A drive to hold accountable those who use their wealth or power to take advantage of other people. The drive to protect hardworking Americans who aren't always...
Yeah, Shelton, what about the black people she locked up?
And I will tell you that is the kind of president I will be. And look, I'll be honest with you, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. But here's what I promise you. I will always listen to you. Even if you don't vote for me. I will always tell you the truth, even if it is difficult to hear. I will work every day to build consensus and reach compromise to get things done.
Tell the people.
Give me the chance to fight on your behalf. There is nothing in the world that will stand in my way. So look, in less than 90 days, either Donald Trump or
Pharaoh, I'm trying to understand too.
In the Oval Office.
Yeah, sure.
On day one.
Now let's talk policy. Yes, sir.
And on day one,
articulate, humble, intelligent, knows how to communicate a message.
Donald Trump would walk into that office with an enemies list. When elected, I will walk in with a to-do list. Full of priorities of what I will get done for the American people. And I will work with everyone, Democrats, Republicans.
Y'all see her security detail? Oh, they are on there.
Americans who are
Tissues for MAGA. What's up, family?
And still struggling to get ahead. I have been honored to serve as Joe Biden's vice president. But I will bring my own experiences and ideas to the Oval Office. My presidency will be different because the challenges we face are different. Our top priority as a nation 4 years ago was to end the pandemic.
She's talking that good talk
and
now.
Rescue the economy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our biggest challenge is to lower costs that were rising even before the pandemic and that are still too high. I get it. I still remember our mother sitting at that yellow Formica table, late at night, cup of tea in hand, a pile of bills in front of her, trying to make it all work. And I've heard from so many of you who are facing even greater financial pressures. Donald Trump's answer to you is the same as it was the last time. Another $1 trillion in tax cuts for billionaires and big corporations. And this time, he will pay for it with a 20% national sales tax on everything you buy that is imported. Think about it. Clothes, food, toys, cell phones. A Trump sales tax that would cost the average family nearly $4,000 more a year.
That's a fact.
And on top of that, you will pay even more if Donald Trump finally gets his way and repeals the Affordable Care Act, which would throw millions of Americans off their health insurance and take us back to when insurance companies had the power to deny people with
she's talking about them tariffs.
Conditions. Well, we are not going back. We are not going back.
This reminds me of that speech Barack Obama did in 2007. Jesus Christ. Hey, this is a doggone bum ass speech, man.
As we also know,
Yep, 42 million people have Obamacare.
would deliver tax cuts to his billionaire donors. I will deliver tax cuts to working people and the middle class. I will make sure you have a chance not just to get by, but to get ahead. Because I believe in honoring the dignity of work.
She preaching this
I will
evening.
enact the first ever federal ban on price gouging.
Somebody warm up the organ and put me in C sharp. Amen.
Cap the price of insulin and limit out-of-pocket prescription
Yeah, they still hate him.
for all Americans.
Now she's talking policy.
I will fight to make sure that hardworking Americans can actually afford a place to live. I'll never forget how our mother saved up and how excited she was when she could finally afford to buy our first home. I remember how excited she was. And I know that owning a home is not only a measure of financial security,
Shelton there trying to feed the
it's
trolls.
the pride of your hard work. And as president, I will fight to help first-time home buyers.
Look at Astro
afford down
fishing.
Payment,
That's exactly what she is, just preaching.
that are jacking up rents.
And what Trump doing?
Millions of new homes.
What Trump doing?
For years,
Astro?
we have heard excuses
Astro Glide?
why
What's
America
Trump
can't
doing?
Build enough housing, enough with the excuses. I'm going to cut the red tape and work with the private sector and local governments to speed up building. And
Elizabeth, talk to the people back in the back. Talk to the people.
And the cost of housing isn't the only financial pressure on middle-class families. I have met so many young people.
Hey, Valerie
who have a
Smith,
natural desire
you need to talk to Trump about that.
well, but not always the
Talk to Trump about that.
resources to do it.
That's who you need to talk to. She ain't the president. There wasn't nothing she can do about that anyway. Good try though.
Which will also lift American children out of poverty. I'll work to lower the cost of childcare, which is out of reach for too many.
Yeah, he crapping his damn
families
pamper
today,
right now, having an emotional tirade on live social.
who are raising young children and taking care of a parent. Juggling all of it is extremely difficult. You know, I took care of my mother when she got sick, cooking food that she had a taste for, finding clothes that would not irritate her skin. And understand, as I do, that caregiving is about dignity. It is about dignity. And currently, if you need home care and you don't have some money to hire someone, you and your family need to deplete your savings to qualify for help. That's just not right. So we're going to change the approach and allow Medicare to cover the cost of home care. So
They triggered big time,
seniors
Shep.
get the help and care they need in their own homes. Trump has a different approach. He tried to cut Medicare and Social Security every year he was president.
True. That's a fact.
I believe that when people have worked hard their entire life, they deserve to retire with the benefits they have earned.
Oh, Diane, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I believe in the fundamental freedom of Americans to make decisions about their own bodies and not have their government tell them what to do.
Bring it home, Miss President. Bring it home, Madam President.
To restore what Donald
Look at all them people out there.
hand-selected Supreme Court justices took away from the women of America. That today, 1 in 3 women in America, think about it, 1 in 3 women in America lives in a state with a Trump abortion ban. Many with no exceptions even for rape and incest.
Oh, wow,
The
Diane.
idea that a woman who survives a crime of a violation to her body should not
Tissues from MAGA, boy. I'm telling you, the more you dig, the more BS you see Trump did while he was president.
That is immoral, and Trump's not done. He would ban abortion nationwide, restrict access to birth control and put IVF treatments at risk, and force states to monitor women's pregnancies. Just Google Project 2020.
Oh, wow. Diane, that's what I hate right there.
And look, I think we all know one does not have to abandon.
Hey, Nigel, ask this retarded ass Congress. Ask them.
To simply agree the government should not be telling her what to do with her body. Not the government. And when Congress passes a bill to restore reproductive freedom nationwide, as President of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law.
Shelton over here triggering these trolls.
On another subject, politicians have got to stop treating immigration as an issue to scare up votes in an election. And instead treat it as the serious challenge that it is that we must finally come together to solve. I will work with Democrats and Republicans to sign into law the border security bill that Donald Trump killed. When I was Attorney General of a border state, I saw the chaos.
Oh, I love Al Green. Oh, yeah.
Caused by transnational.
Hey, Al Green from Texas. That man was a yes, sir.
When I am president, we will
Whoo.
quickly remove those who arrive here unlawfully, prosecute the cartels, and give Border Patrol the support they so desperately need. At the same time, we must acknowledge we are a nation of immigrants.
Oh, the singer.
And
Oh,
I will
yeah.
work with Congress
I like
to
him too.
pass
I love Al
immigration
Green.
reform,
Let's stay together.
including an earned path to citizenship for hardworking immigrants like farm workers and our dreamers. As Commander-in-Chief, I will make sure America has the strongest
Love and
legal
happiness.
fighting
Yay.
force in the world.
Yes, sir. Make you wanna do wrong.
Donald Trump, on the
You
other
do
hand, has
right.
shown his contempt for our nation's heroes,
Right.
calls them suckers and losers,
No.
called a 4-star Marine general a, quote, lowlife. I will always honor, never denigrate, the service and sacrifice of our troops and their families.
That's all I need to
and
hear.
fulfill
What's
our
up, Tay-Tay?
sacred obligation to care for them. I will strengthen, not surrender, America's global leadership.
Shelton, you in here triggering them MAGA trolls.
And I will stand with our friends because I know that our alliances keep American people safe and make America stronger and more secure.
Foreign policy. Let's go.
World leaders that
I can't
Donald
either.
Trump
I
is
ain't
an
looking
easy
for him
mark.
either.
Easy
Damn
to
her.
manipulate with flattery or favor. And you can believe that autocrats like Putin and Kim Jong-un are rooting for him in this election. I will always uphold our security, advance our national interests, and ensure that the United States of America
Ready to
remains,
touch
as
something.
we must forever be, a champion of liberty around the world.
TV from back again.
America,
Show the here
we
trolling
know
shit out of
what
this right
Donald
now.
Trump has in mind. More chaos, more division, and policies that help those at the very top and hurt everyone else. I offer a different path, and I ask for your vote. And here is my pledge to you. I pledge to seek common ground and common sense solutions to make your life better. I am not looking
Look at Andrew
to
100 here
score
lying.
points.
Cap.
I am looking to make progress. I pledge to listen to experts, to those who will be impacted by the decisions I make, and to people who disagree with me. Unlike Donald Trump, I don't believe people who disagree with me are the enemy. He wants to put them in jail. I'll give them a seat at the table. I pledge to you to approach my work with the joy and optimism that comes from making a difference in people's lives. And I pledge.
Hey, Elizabeth Harris, I'll tell you where you can look. You can Google Katie Johnson versus Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump in the court. You'll pull up the court document and you can look it up. And you can see the whole deposition right there on Google. It's the whole court document.
I love our country with all my heart. And I believe in its promise because I've lived it. I grew up as a child of the Civil Rights Movement. My parents would take me
It is
to
disgusting.
marches in a stroller, where crowds of people of all races, faiths, and walks of life came together to fight for the ideals of freedom and opportunity. I've lived the promise of America. I saw how hard our mother worked to give her daughters the same chances this country gave her. Growing up, I was blessed to have family by blood and family
Andrew,
by
you don't
birth
even go here.
who instilled
Shut your
in
ass
me
up.
the values of community, compassion, and faith that have always defined
Yeah, I love
our
Jasmine
nation
Crockett.
at its best. I've lived the promise of America. I've spent my life fighting for the people who have been hurt and counted out, but never stopped believing that in our country, anything is possible. I've lived the promise of America, and I see the promise of America in all of you. In all of you.
No, it's not her time yet. She got a couple more years. She got some more work she need to do. And then I hope she would run for president. And she would make a good candidate.
Who are determined to live free from gun violence and to protect
I
our
think the next Dem after Kamala Harris, because I think if she gets in, she's going to do 2 terms.
I see it in the women
Should be
who
Hakeem
refuse to
Jeffries.
accept a future without reproductive freedom. And the men who support them. I see it in Republicans who have never voted for a Democrat before, but have put the Constitution of the United States over party. I've seen it in Americans different in many respects, but united in our pursuit of freedom, our belief in fairness and decency, and our faith in a better future.
Yeah, you right too. I don't know about you know what Tisha from Mac. I just thought about that too. He might not be all wrapped up what he's supposed to be now.
I know it.
I don't know.
And that's why
But who y'all think the next Dem? Well, I ain't even gonna get there yet. I want to get through this one here first. I don't even want to talk about no semantics right now. I want to see who get. I want to see her get in that White House, and we get a Dem majority in the Senate and Congress, and be a blue tidal wave.
When we wrested freedom from a petty tyrant.
Yeah.
Across the
I don't know why Valerie Smith in here talking that stupid shit.
Preserved that freedom, expanded it.
I'm a Marine Corps veteran. Yeah, we're stationed all over the world.
That a government
in Germany,
by and for
in Japan,
the people is strong and
Spain.
can endure. And those who came before us, the patriots at Normandy and Selma, Seneca Falls and Stonewall, on farmlands and factory floors.
Bubbling brew.
They did not.
Yeah, I like Gavin Newsom too. You know what? Another one that's hitting. I don't know where he's at now. But what's old buddy name that ran against Ted Cruz?
They didn't do that.
Beto O'Rourke.
To see us submit to the will of another petty tyrant. These United States of America.
Yeah, he's in cap. Oh, okay.
For the schemes of
Beto O'Rourke.
Dictators. The United States of America is the greatest idea humanity ever devised. A nation big enough to encompass all our dreams, strong enough to withstand any fracture or fissure between us, and fearless enough to imagine a future of possibilities. So America, let us reach for that future. Let us fight for this beautiful.
I'm enjoying this. Just hearing somebody who can put coherent sentences together, and someone who can actually talk policy and what they're actually going to do in office, instead of whining about themselves all day, farting on stage, stumbling over words, talking about Hannibal Lecter, sounding like a fucking fascist. Oh yes, good. Let me clap my. Good job. Great job. Way to go. Madam President. Madam President. Madam President. See, that's how you kiss your wife. That shit Donald Trump and them dick, man, get your ass out of here, man. Donald Trump and them over there Donald Trump grabbing Melania's shoulders like oh. You know what them Sambos gonna say, right? Y'all know what them Sambos gonna say. She married to a white man. Fucking Sambos. I hate Sambos with everything in me. Oh man, she married a white man. So? I don't care. Tobias, we don't care. You didn't listen to nothing she said. Nothing. Tobias just came in here floating on his MAGA train that ain't got no gas in it. Man, she gonna ban fracking or not? What do you care? Are you gonna make money off fracking? No. So why do you care? You don't care? What are you talking about? I don't know why Trump supporters even talk about fracking at all. Trump supporters get it, man, she go ban fracking. Nigga, you don't make no money off fracking, dude. The fuck? Oh, I know they can make money in other ways, too. I mean, like catching up with the rest of the world who is technically sound and all that other stuff. Yeah. It's just hurting the damn climate. And the reason why we got such damage from Hurricane Helene is exactly that. Because y'all want to frack and freaking frack all over the place and all kind of goofy shit. And y'all don't know what you're talking about. At all. At all. Barbara Pierce Bush, the daughter of President George W. Bush, has endorsed Kamala Harris. Wow. 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 How many Republican presidents are endorsing Trump right now? I want to know. For the people in the back. Yes, Yoel. We're not part of OPEC. Nope. We are more energy producing now than we've ever been in the history of this country. Man, y'all want to know how huge it would be if President George Bush endorsed Kamala Harris? Do y'all know how big of a fucking mountain that is? A former Republican president endorses a Democrat. Wow. He was a warmonger. He started 2 wars. That's the truth. 2 things can be true at the same time, Valerie. You pitching over semantics right now. When you got a choice between a woman who wants to bring change and a man who wants to be a dictator, who's already a dick. So he's halfway there. People are choosing democracy over party, and I'm happy to see it. Yeah, Sito Kai. Nope, Diane, they didn't. They didn't, and they still won't. Because they don't care. They don't care. Yep, democracy over idol worship. Like, fuck Trump. Nobody care about that fool. Fuck him. Y'all, we 380 subscribers away from 5,000 subscribers. And I think I can hit it in 2 weeks. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. What y'all think? Y'all think I can hit it? I think I can. Yeah, Munchies, I seen that coon. I don't care. Let them buck dancers think Trump gonna save them all they want to. He's not. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. That made me happy right there. Just hearing that right now they got Michelle Obama. She's campaigning for Kamala Harris in Atlanta right now. Her and they're out here. I'm talking about, look. I've seen the Democrats fail at trying to get out there and campaign. I'm talking about like stump campaign. But I've never seen it on this level. They're packing out arenas everywhere. Tim Walz is doing a campaign. Michelle Obama is doing a campaign. Like Barack Obama's out campaigning and stumping. They have all this motion moving right now. All these moving parts. Tobias, I want to know what kind of dope you smoking. Because if she was doing as bad as you say she is, Trump wouldn't be trying to steal an election right now. Shit. Damn, I keep kicking y'all ass. I keep kicking y'all ass. That's, man, Yoel, who you telling, man? That needs to be studied. Y'all will understand why I don't listen to Dr. Umar, why I don't listen to Dr. Umar, I don't listen to none of these clowns. I don't. I ain't never said she was perfect. But she's better than Trump. She's better than that fascism he preaching. She's better than the failures that he did the first time he was in office. He was in office first time and he fucking failed miserably. She's far from perfect, true, but she is the absolute best choice. We can get to all the other stuff afterwards. We can get through a lot of this stuff y'all are whining about after this. Right now, I'm concerned. My concern is saving democracy. In their world, Carpe Diem, it does exist. They got a pet unicorn in their backyard. I think what Kamala Harris did in that speech was everything she needed to say. And I'm not mad at that at all. Now it's on us. That's crazy work, man. Yeah. They think they're gonna they think Mike Johnson's gonna, but Steve Bannon's trying to stay out of jail right now. Yeah, they create imaginary boogeymen so they can constantly whine and oh, see, man, see, it's the immigrants' fault. There was 75,000 people at Kamala Harris's rally in Washington, D.C. Donald Trump is going to shit a chicken. The people Donald Trump made up in his head, Sheldon, that's all it is. Yoel, she speaks in a manner where she can talk to all Americans, so everybody can understand where she comes. I'm pretty sure she got a very eloquent vernacular, and she can expound on points and things and use a bunch of legal jargon to make, you know what I'm saying? Have y'all heard her during when she was a senator? Like, she was literally just the freaking sledgehammer. She was taking sledgehammers to people there, bruh. She just beat the Trump. Look, I want y'all to know the irony of this. She doing the speech in the Ellipse with 75,000 people there. She did more numbers than Trump did at Madison Square Garden. Wow. Just looking at the crowd there, it's just wow. Jesus. And there's people right now that are on TV saying that this is the same, this is a tight race, is neck and neck, 50-50. No, it's not. No, it's not. Those 75,000 people represent something. They represent the pulse of America standing up to tyranny and racism. They're standing up to Trump lying at the Ellipse on January 6th, while he watched his merry band of hillbillies destroy or try to destroy democracy. I feel like this. Kamala Harris done today what Tyler Perry done when he bought that Confederate Army base. Kamala Harris done what black people have been doing for generations. Taking shit from shitty people and making it mean something. Yep, I seen it. Tissues from MAGA. I seen it today. Trump's secret is he's gonna try to have Mike Johnson's coward ass try to overthrow the election. That's the secret. But the only problem with that is Mike Johnson has to be the Speaker of the House come January 3rd. So that's why I say, don't just focus on the president. Vote. Get these fucking goofballs out of power. Ted Cruz. Get him the fuck up out of here. Lauren Boebert. Get that dumbass slut up out of here. Get Marjorie Trailer Park Green the fuck up out of here. Get Matt Gaetz fucking sex trafficking ass the fuck out of here. Jim Jordan, goofy ass, get his stinking ass out of here. Comer, get his stinking ass out of here. Get him up out of here. I just hope I'm very hopeful that everybody's gonna show up and do their job. And I think America heard the call. Purple Groovy, congratulations, because I voted last week. Last Monday. Trump has leverage on all the motherfuckers. Just like Putin has leverage on Trump. That's what happens. Dog eat dog world. Mike Johnson too. You know, everybody that's around Donald Trump, have y'all noticed they all got some dirt that they don't want to get out? They all do. But anyways, I think I've done enough. What y'all think? Yeah, Lindsey Graham is stinking bastard. I can't stand his ass either. I think I've done enough. What y'all think? What y'all think? I think this, and I'll say this before I get out of here. The secret is, Diane, is that Trump is going to try to use Mike Johnson, because if they can't get the 270 votes that's required to be officially the president of the United States, Donald Trump is planning on using Mike Johnson and the Republicans to then steal the election to make him the president by a slim majority. That's the plan. That's the secret. But Mike Johnson's got a task on his hand. He's got to win the majority first. And all the votes haven't been counted. See, what they're doing is they're counting on it being like it was last time and the time before that. That Dems are not going to show up and vote. People are going to stay at home. He's done disencouraged enough people to stay home and not fight, not vote, not let their voices be heard. That's the plan. That's why they're doing all this hate rhetoric, and they had these Klan rallies and Nazi parties at Madison Square Garden. They want to, and that's why the media is doing exactly what the media is doing. They get ratings off Trump. They make money off Trump. So why wouldn't they go on TV and tell you that the race is super, super close and this, that, and the third, and no matter what Donald Trump do, they never talk against this man? Why? They want to create panic. I don't agree with Charlamagne the God on a lot of stuff, but when he took down Anderson Cooper, that was well needed. That was well needed. That was well needed. Diane, that's the plan. That is the plan. We vote. And we remove these goofball Republican do-nothings that's stealing our tax dollars, out of office and put some people who are going to work for the American people there. That's how you should vote. That's how I vote. That's why I'm an educated voter. I have no party affiliation. And like I said, I want more people to think like me. Do your research. Research over me search. Don't listen to mainstream media. Don't listen to Donald Trump. Do your own research and learn this shit yourself. It may be tedious. It may be tiring. It may get hard. It may make your head hurt. It may make your head spin. It may make you do a lot of shit that you don't like. But at the end of the day, you will be educated and you will know better. You'll be able to see through all of Donald Trump's lies. You'll be able to see through every bit of the Trump administration's bullshit. You will be able to see that they didn't give a fuck about regular working class people. And they didn't care what nationality or race you were. They didn't care. If you weren't one of them, you're an enemy. Fuck you. Like I told y'all, the immigration crisis in this country that's happening right now under Joe Biden is because of Donald fucking Trump. And I proved it because he defunded the Northern Triangle, which is Venezuela, El Salvador, and Guatemala. Now that he's defunded that shit, where do you think those people are going to go? That's just like when they talk about black people and they talk about Chicago. When you strip funding away from people and they have to survive instead of live, what do you think is going to happen? People are going to survive, whether it costs human lives or not. Now think on that. Till the next time I go live. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody that smashed the like button, everybody that subscribed to the channel. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe, please. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. So, again, I'm telling you, we vote for everybody. We make sure we put a Congress and Senate behind Kamala Harris so she can give the people what they need. And that's how we do that. Fuck Donald Trump. And on that note, shout out to the mighty LDBC. And remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do that defines who you are. Judge accordingly. Y'all have a good night.